Hello, YouTube. Well, I was wondering today who would win in a battle to the death, Mocha Akashia or Sarana Volkahar. Both are female vampires. Both can do extraordinary things. But who would win? And both are freaking beautiful. Well, if we take a look at Sarana's history, you'll see that she was, quote, raped to death by Molag Bal and came back as a full-blooded vampire, meaning she has the same powers as Harkin. She can turn into a vampiric lord, or a vampirous lord. She's great at magic and summoning. She has all the powers Harkin has. Let's just leave it at that. And man, I want to marry her in Skyrim. Bethesda, why? So, now let's check out Mocha. Well, she has superior strength. She has fast reflexes. And this is Mocha in her vampire form. And that's it, really. Superior strength and reflexes and speed. So, let's take a look at weaknesses. Sarana's weakness, like all vampires, is the sun, which she wears her hood to combat it. So, we leave the sun out of that. What else? Well, fire. Garlic and steaks don't work on her. I guess she could be stabbed to death. And that's pretty much it. Fire, sharp objects, and the sun, which she combats it by using her hood. So, what are Mocha Akashia's weaknesses? Well, if you look at the series, she's weak to water. What a wimp. And a rosary can stifle her powers. The sun doesn't affect her. So, now, based on all that, I'd have to say the winner would be Sarana Volkahar. Now let's set up this battle. Let's say it takes place in the Imperial City Arena. So, both would meet each other. Of course, she'd have to be accompanied by Skune. But yeah. Sarana would probably attack first. Fearing for Mocha, Skune would rip off her rosary. And that whole scene would play, yada yada. And the battle would begin. Sarana would be nervous of Mocha's superior strength and speed. But the minute she uses an ice spell on Mocha, she will know Mocha's weakness, plus the rosary thing. All she'd have to do is take the rosary from Skune, probably killing him in the process, and put it back on Mocha, which is harder than it seems. But let's say she can't do that, and she changes into her vampirous lord form. Mocha would be probably startled by that, considering how grotesque a vampirous lord is. And Sarana's powers would be amplified major overhaul. So, let's say Oh, and she gains the power of flight, which Mocha does not. Serrano would probably take to the sky using vampiric grip along with corpse reflexes. She would most likely also summon a gargoyle or two. She would take hold of Mocha, who would break free from the grip. Then Serrano would use vampiric drain on, or life drain on Mocha. Mocha would be startled by her sudden weakness. If it hit her, let's say it did. And so she would be startled by her weakness. Plus, she's still wounded from that ice attack. But she'd try to power through. Both effects are on her. Now, if it didn't hit, if it just hit near her, it would still drain her, but not quite so much. But ultimately, it would come down to one being able to land a fatal blow on the other. While Serrano's up in the air, Mocha can't get to her. All it would take would be a well-placed strike or spell. And thus, I think Serrano would win. Thank you very much.